neck against the other team. But we're getting into it. Game number 1.
Yeah, very fast battle going to be developing, all things considered, until that greatsword comes out. And even so, I mean, I think Jaehyun has a pretty decent speed stat, so I think they're going to be all over this place. Starting here on a Demon Island. Yuz kind of playing that back roll, just wait to see if he can catch him by his landings, which I kind of like to. I mean, it's a very good idea to do with the greatsword. I mean, really does a good job of controlling the ground. And with Fiend being so aerial, speaking of, though, what a punish and what a first stock take. My man trying to get off with the side air, or the reverse side air over the edge. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that side sig KO there, because that was not that much damage, but Reaper finds a KO with that side sig. Down sig, what's the follow-up? Oh, he misses the Sair!
Oh, man, the guarantee, that's so crazy, too. Like, you don't see too many people miss those at this level, so I think that would have turned that into a stock as well. Yuz definitely had enough damage to find any type of gravity cancel sig on the other side going to the right to go ahead and get that stock off of him.
Yeah, that could have been a really big play or a really big moment for the red team. Just a little bit of tragedy there, as they might be still warming up as they've been sitting on that elimination side. Reaper is going to fall to that weapon toss, but SAC with the cleanup.
Okay, SAC actually hit the ground on that one. He said, I'm going to full send it. Fiend getting a small punish. Oh, okay. Weapon going to get disarmed and immediately lose that stock after, so it doesn't seem to matter too much. Now see if we can get some type of advantage over here developing for the blue team. There's been a lot of stray. Oh my God. Jeez.
As you say, he's like, nah, not anymore.
Nothing but chop over there, man. Everybody got hit in that little scramble.
I mean, in particular, like, Yuz, that's the power of the greatsword, right? Is like, you'll get these 1 or 2 hits every now and then, maybe 1, 2 too much, but once you find that dodge, you get so much momentum off of it. Okay, nice Sair. Couldn't quite connect with the ground pound off of it. Or the neutral sig, excuse me.
Okay, like that. I like that was definitely just a read. He already knew he was going to be trying to send out a gravity cancel in sig, so went straight under him. Got the recovery for the KO as well. And I'm thinking this first game is definitely going to be going to Fiend and Yuz, barring anything of anything short of a miracle for Reaper right now.
It would take a lot to take all 4 stocks here from this blue team right now, because Reaper he's just taking the hits.
Nice.
He's down, light, and done. Using Fiend looking solid.
Yeah, that was definitely domination on both sides. Look at that, right down the middle, 519 and 520, doing equal amounts of damage here. Though Reaper didn't really get a chance to play the game too much, so he's gonna have to revisit his strategy here going into this next game. Where we headed to, though, trying to find out real quick. I think we might be going
Fortress.
Fortress, yeah,
Fortress?
yep.
Yeah. Fortress. That seems to be the thing today, especially with South America. They're just liking that small Fortress alliance. It's kind of hard for me as someone who likes to like break things down and analyze what's happening, just because that felt like it's a scrap. They're just going in, they're hitting. It's like if I queued 2s with a random person, I'm like, we'll figure it out as we play. We're just gonna hit and maybe we'll get a follow-up.
And it's I feel like that's definitely what happened there, with the fact that could have went either way, just depending on who was on the receiving end of the scrap. And just unfortunately, it happened to be SAC and Reaper this time around. So gonna have to. Well, either refine the gameplay or just win the scrap. There's only 2 different ways this is going to go. I think it can be a little hard, though. I think the Fiend and Yuz team look really well-oiled right now going into the second game.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking solid, although I will point out Fiend, kind of the most damage on the screen right now. Oh, but man, Yuz locking up 2 people with that greatsword, and he's going to KO one of them.
Uh-oh. Okay, still looking for it. Yep, trying to get. They honestly looking for the same move, just one is the side air. But either way, that was a good pickup and a good way to alleviate the pressure so that Reaper can get back to the stage. Reaper, though, still very much hurting. He has got to try to live as long as possible if he wants to turn this lead into something major. But Yuz is not hurting at all.
Oh man, that end sig hitting SAC, and yeah, Reaper's gonna get taken out there. SAC out in the open air, nice side air. Can he convert this to a KO? No, Yuz comes down. Okay, everybody will survive.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're fighting sky high right there. Nice ground pound to go ahead and get out that pressure, though. So I'm gonna put a little damage on for sure if I didn't lose the stock. And over the edge, the neutral sig. All right, they're both getting edge guarded right now. The simultaneous edge guard works out here for Fiend. But Yuz not able to get over there in time to get that combination to go ahead and send that stock off of Reaper as well. Now it looks like he's going to go for the deep edge guard here. Oh, no.
Didn't see the opportunity there. Ended up trying to just cover 2 directions there with that weapon toss and the recovery. Nice downlight recovery from Reaper. Keeps this one relatively close, considering the stock count is even, except Reaper is very damaged.
He is very much hurt, and he's got to probably play the back line for a little bit, or he can go, you know, balls to the wall if he wants and just kind of like give the stock up or try to do as much damage as possible. I think it might be better to go for the former option. And he's doing a good job, you know, finding his hits here and there, and also staying out of trouble. Ooh, out of there yet again. Okay, hold on. The movement right now for Reaper is went up 10. I knew it. I knew it. Why did I say anything?
You said it. You cursed. And SAC falls too. Man, you got a really powerful caster curse there.
I was like, I know I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, man. Once again, Reaper having to do that 1v2. 3 stocks this time on the blue team, but it is a challenge.
Yeah, they're definitely a little more possible if he kind of focused a lot of his time on the field. Oh, wait.
Yo.
Oh.
Can he convert? Nice.
Okay, and he does. He's got a little time for the 1-on-1. Fiend is willing to take the fight, too. All right, just kind of weapon starts real quick. No, this is unfortunate timing for him. Cannot get to the weapon. He is getting locked out of this, and this is what he needed to try to make this comeback. Ooh. Okay, living yet again. They're kind of playing with their food right here.
Yeah, I like that switch from Hughes. He's like, you know what, you're deep red. I just need a recovery.
Speaking of recovery, managed to grab the weapon, but it is too little, too late. Great coverage from the blue team. We have Fiend already standing on the platform as soon as he left. Hughes steps up there and puts a big hitbox over that sword. So even if he did grab it, he's going to walk straight into that. And if he didn't grab it, he was probably just going to get hit by Fiend anyway. So good little team ender right there as they held it down. Reaper, though, you know, definitely, you know, he definitely was putting up a good fight there right near the very end. Even if he was put off that stock right as I said he was moving, he still managed to get like a nice little fight, a nice little like gambit going for him in those last like 15 seconds.
I think the tough thing here for the red team is like, I think there's a lot of people who are going to be looking at SAC and being like, you were ineffective with your Katars. You came in here specifically playing a Suri, and the Katars just haven't had that level of momentum that you're seeing out of like Yu's greatsword, an equally like string heavy weapon.
Yeah, I think that's maybe, I mean, I'm not sure what else he could have brought to the table. Maybe could have swapped over to Hattori himself if he has one. But normally, I feel like if you're going to, you know, double down on just playing the sword like this, you probably have 2 or 3 different sword levels you could have looked at. But either way, I mean, right now, this is the last game potentially for them, so he's got to do everything he can on the Asuri, which the sword has been kind of doing some work right now. He's playing like a very slow, methodical game. Is it going to pay off? Unfortunately, it doesn't pay off for Reaper, who gets sent off on the side. And SAC, I really have been watching him almost the entirety of this first minute, and he's been getting quite a bit of hits. Just has to turn one of these into a stock.
Yeah, I mean, the blue team doing a really good job despite being deep red. They're still surviving. Downlight recovery. Fiend comes in here. SAC with a good dodge. Does get past that ground pound, though.
Nope. Okay, I don't know about the swap. I mean, he was about to run out of, he's probably going to run out of that anyway if he's holding on that weapon for quite some time. But I do think his sword is doing some justice. The swap managed to work out, though, just for 2 quick stocks. I think I probably would have swapped back to the sword myself, just keep getting the damage, because it seems like this is a successful little gambit for him. You know, do the damage with the sword and get the stocks with the Katars.
I can't overly fault him specifically because of that right there, because he's deep red. He's like, you know what? I'd rather have a healthy stock with a sword than a healthy stock with a Katar.
That's real. Yeah, I didn't realize he was going to lose that stock so quickly, though, but I didn't want to will it onto him, so. Uh-oh. Oh, he is struggling to get down, managed to find that ground pound, and it kind of threads the needle to get back.
I'm starting to recognize, like, the blue team's really good at finding those moments to just absolutely bully someone. That, like, juggle that they had on SAC, they also bullied out Reaper a little while ago. There's that side stick to finish off SAC. When they look at someone, they just put them in a corner and just keep just, like, kicking them down.
Yeah, the pressure is, oh my! Oh! The pressure is absolutely built up. Okay, managed to get that dodge out in time. If Fiend was looking and expecting, he probably could have just hit him with another Sair and put him right back in a bad position.
3 XP points.
Uh-oh.
He got back!
How did he do it?
Got past 2 red team members. Man, that's why he's a world champion.
Truly. It's like my recoveries are next to none right now. Hold on.
Oh, man. Right off the neutral right there, and it's all left to SAC in the 1v2 now.
SAC is trying his best right now. If he can he can definitely get a, there it is, I was saying, get a stock off of youth. Now if he can try to put, this is the same situation we actually had with Reaper, though, where, you know, he had to get a stock on use and then try to fight Fiend for a little bit, but wasn't able to do such. And now They're probably going to weapon starve him yet again. Same weapon of position, too, right on that platform. Yep. Are we going to end it the same way?
They do a really good job of just splitting coverage. Someone stays low, other one goes high, just like that. And that'll do it. 3-0. Fiend and Use going in the elimination finals.
Yeah, no waste of time right there from Fiend and Use. Very, very good team, though. Fiend this time around, 603 damage. Like, he absolutely was scrapping it up for the boys. He says, I got to make it happen. Even though on the other side, though, look at SAC. Like, as I said, I looked at him in their first minute, and he was doing mad.